Subpoenaed FBI Director Christopher Wray and Attorney General Merrick Garland in response to and by the way, also Education Secretary Miguel Cardona, in response to, you'll remember, labeling parents speaking out at school board meetings domestic terrorists. If you remember, this was parents speaking out at school board meetings. They're speaking here on Fox and Friends over the FBI investigating their activism.
They throw the word around domestic terrorists for people who show up at a school board meeting because they're concerned about what's going on in the classroom.
We have an attorney general that just a year ago called all of us domestic terrorists because we went to school board meetings. On the education side, they're coming after our kids. And we have to protect them.
There is the loss of learning and education and the harm that they've caused over the last 2 years.
Education is the front line of the battlefield. And we talked about education is not a partisan issue. I totally agree. It is an issue between Marxism and Americanism.
It's really a battle of who's going to decide how our kids are taught, what they're going to learn. Will it be bureaucrats? Will it be the government? Or will it be parents?
This is one of the many things Republicans said they would investigate if they got the gavel. Here is the Judiciary Committee subpoenaing these three individuals. And remember, there was coordination between the unions and the National School Board Association and the Department of Education and the White House. So that email communication and the decisions being made are now something that may have to be answered for under oath, which will give these parents and others maybe some answers to questions they deserve.
And remember, this wasn't just about smearing people who opposed, you know, the liberal narrative in these school board meetings as domestic terrorists. And of course, this would threaten their livelihood as well. But it also was giving the FBI a reason to go to their homes, to investigate them, to, you know, I mean, the power, the intimidation that was, you know, laid on these people, it's just unbelievable. Here's the FBI. I'm just going to say it, lying, but here's their quote. The FBI has never been in the business of investigating speech or policing speech at school board meetings or anywhere else, and we will never be. Our focus is and always will be on protecting people from violence and threats of violence. We are fully committed to preserving and protecting First Amendment rights, including the rights of free speech. Attempts to further any political narrative will not change those facts.
Well, until speech is violence.
Right. I mean, so that's
right.
Patently been revealed as false.
As false.
The FBI
I mean, it's a lie.
Actively involved in policing speech.
Yes, and not just for teachers. Remember, they went to the homes of pro-life protesters as well. This is
Twitter, everything we've seen there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep.